Hey everybody, I'm just wanted to get on here and show you guys my jackfruit. Where's my camera? There it is. My jackfruit that I'm munching on from my tree. I already munched a good part of it. And this is a dragon fruit from my neighbor's tree. So let me explain first. So this one, jackfruit, there's many different varieties. It tastes like bubblegum. But there's several different varieties, and I purposely picked one. This one's called Black Gold. It's a variety that's not hard. It's softer. There's some that are harder. Good stuff. You have to chew it more because it's softer, but really good stuff. So a lot of people never even seen jackfruit before, but that's what it looks like. And for me to go from a kid in New York who grew up in an apartment to now have a yard with all these different fruits, absolutely a dream come true. And I must have over 50 fruit trees in my yard. And I don't have a big property. On my videos, it always looks like I have a big property, but I don't have a big property. And this is a dragon fruit. This one's from my neighbor's tree. And there's even different varieties of dragon fruit. So he's just giving me different varieties. Me and him trade fruit. Not only do I have great fruit trees and everything else, but look at that. Look at that. And some of them are white inside. Let me cut this one out. And this one's white inside. So, yeah. So let's see. So that's a white one. That's a white dragon fruit. It's just really a beautiful thing. So yeah, I grew up in New York in an apartment. Never imagined I would have the opportunity to do this. And when I moved, I had a small townhouse and I planted a bunch of fruit trees, learned about it. And when I got this place with a yard, that is good stuff. Now every fruit has different varieties. The first time I had a dragon fruit, I actually had one of these. And it was okay. It was the white one inside. But then I had one of these, which was red inside. And it made such a big difference. Then I actually didn't even like dragon fruit until I had one that was yellow on the outside. Wow. If you get a chance, that's the one you want. That's the one you want. So, good stuff, good stuff. So, right now in front of me, that's what I have. I also have this. This is a black zapote. So it's also known as chocolate pudding fruit. It's actually, I think it resembles me as persimmon, believe it or not, even though persimmons are orange, my favorite color. But this is it's chocolate pudding fruit, but it doesn't taste like chocolate, but it looks like chocolate. And it's not as sweet of a fruit, but if you make it with like citrus, mix it with citrus, it could be. So, like a persimmon, you have to eat them at the right stage. And it looks like chocolate. So, chocolate pudding fruit. And that's called a black zapote. What else? I have a white zapote, which tastes like vanilla, and that's on my trees as well. The trees I have the most of are mangoes. I have mango trees. I have a bunch of mango trees. At this property, 35 to be exact. And working on them. And mango season is over now, but there's still so many great things in abundance. So good. Everything's so delicious. And the fact that I get to do this every day, eat food from my own yard. And now in Florida, the weather's getting a little cooler, so I'll be able to put my garden in soon. That's my project for today. I'm going to start getting the garden bed ready. And normally the fruit normally grows mostly in abundance in the summertime. So I do more fruit in the summer. In the winter, I do more green vegetables because my garden is in, and I don't have to buy kale or anything like that. I can just juice it. And when it comes to making recipes, I'll make recipes with nuts and dehydrate some things. But when it comes to my fruit, I love it just the way it is. Just the way it is, I love it. sometimes I still have mangoes in my freezer that I was fasting and I couldn't eat them all. So sometimes I'll make a smoothie with the frozen mangoes that I have from mango season. Even within mangoes, all the different varieties. Because I have, of the 35 different varieties I currently have, they don't all come in season at the same time. So, and they all taste different. It's just so amazing. Who knew? I never knew growing up in New York that mangoes taste different. I have a mango called the lemon meringue mango that literally tastes like lemon meringue pie. From what I hear, I don't even think I ever had lemon meringue pie, but it tastes like lemons. I have orange mangoes, pineapple mangoes. Really just beautiful. So this was a nice surprise, this black sapote, because I wasn't even sure if it was ripe yet. But it is. And it's so good. I had some raw food retreats down here, and we had some of these exotic fruits. We don't have any planned right now, but yeah, it's so good. Chocolate pudding fruit. So I got jackfruit, dragon fruit, and chocolate pudding fruit. And if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you see all the things I make with my recipes at nighttime and all different things. So I have to laugh when people say eating this way would be boring. I also got a lemon tree, so lemons growing on my tree. But when people say eating this way will be boring, I just have to laugh. I mean, look at that. That's not watermelon, folks. That's dragon fruit. Wow. And then jackfruit. You always hear me say, I can't see all the questions. You'll always hear me say, oh, that's my favorite fruit, or that's my favorite fruit, but it's great. Let's see. Let me try to see the questions that I'm getting here. Let's see. You can eat the skin of the black sapote. You can. I didn't. I usually, it was a little underripe. You should wait till it's dark. All black on the outside, so it wasn't completely ripe. And I just don't like the consistency of the skin, but you can eat it. You can actually eat the skin on some mangoes. Some people eat the skin on some mangoes, but I don't. So I have a lot of videos of me in my yard in the trees. And I have a channel called Fruitful Trees. Fruitful Trees. That shows that. Let me see another question. Yes, thank you. I'm consistently working on my yard, and really, that's what I do with a lot of my time. Just trying to upkeep it. I had to mow the lawn, and it sounds easy, but it's good exercise. I don't have to go to the gym and do cardio. I just mow my lawn in the middle of a hot day. But just learning about it, learning about the trees and the different types of varieties, I really enjoy. And some of you might say, I shouldn't be eating while I'm doing this, but it's not going to be one of those mukbang videos where you see me overeating. But since I was eating, I figured I'd get on here and say hello to everyone. It's just great. And my neighbor's very generous. I made a video yesterday. The other day, and he popped his head over the wall and he said, hey, I got some more fruit for you. And he gave me some guavas. That was really nice. And he's giving me fruit. I give him fruit. We have a good time with that. Let's see. Somebody has a question here. All right. Well, how do you eat it? What does it taste like? Well, there's different types of fruits here, but this one's a dragon fruit. There's a white one. Such different flavors. Oh, I'm going to keep that. Such different flavors between the two. Now, dragon fruit's funny. So, when I first got into this, it was my goal to just travel the world and eat fruit. and different exotic fruits from all over the world. And when I remember I was in Singapore, I was on a bus, and I saw this fruit from a distance. I was like, what is that? And I ran off the bus, and I ran to get it, and I got one. I was like, wow. Just trying to eat as many different... Right, it connects back, but... In any major city, you go into the international grocery stores, and you can find a lot of these different fruits. Jackfruit, dragon fruit. Dragon fruit's very common these days. Black zapote you will have trouble finding, but if you go to miamifruit.com, then you can get it there. Yeah, so I just started when I grew up, I never had any fruit off a tree until I was 20 years old, and I even have friends now that never even tasted a mango, and some of them are 50 years old. It's just amazing what people miss out on. And I wasn't a big fruit fan growing up, but because it was just unripe and it just wasn't good. But now it's like, wow. So, yep, I have my Green Star juicer. I use it right there. I use it all the time. Let's see. Move that out of the way. There it is. So yes. Yeah, I encourage all of you to get to South Florida. There's so much great fruit. California has great fruit as well. That white one was really good. Such a different variety and abundance. And I'm not a fruitarian. I just made a video I'm going to be uploading later today about that. I eat fruit, but I'm not a fruitarian. I love my greens. I love my green juice. I love my salads. I'm a chef, and I love making delicious meals. Check out my Instagram, and you can see all the different things I make. But I love fruit. Yeah. Yep, Yahweh's candy. I like that. They make candy that tastes like fruit, actually. And these jackfruit, there were 6 of them on the tree. 6 of them. I mean, and 3 of them got ripe at the same time, and that's never happened to me before. So thankfully, some fruit you can freeze. Bananas, I got bananas on my trees. They'll be ready soon. Bananas and jackfruit, and especially mangoes. You can freeze mangoes, so that's good. Yes. Some more comments here. Let's see. Comments and questions. Oh, well, thank you. A lot of people haven't seen many of the different fruits that are all over the world. And thanks to transportation, we can get it wherever we are. Many of them. So, jackfruit is the world's biggest fruit. They grow up to 50 pounds on a tree. This one might be 30 pounds itself. They'll grow up to 50 pounds on a tree. It's all so wonderful. Yes. So, can't get enough of it. But I'm going to go finish my food. You guys have a wonderful day. And watch the new video I'm going to be putting out real soon. Alright, somebody's asking, of all the fruits on my property, what's my favorite? What's in season is usually my answer, is my favorite. Whatever's in season. But, I mean, there's so many different varieties of mangoes. So you eat a lot of fruit that's in season, and then you get, not sick of it, but then a different fruit comes, and then it's like, that's your best fruit for the moment. But I don't know. I mean, my all-time favorite fruit in general, unfortunately, doesn't grow here in Florida. It's durian fruit, durian. So I can't grow that one. And you got to take a lot of things into consideration when you're eating, growing fruit. So what's your favorite tasting one, or which one gives you the most yield, and so on. But I mean, one of the things that might be up there is white sapote. I really love white sapote. But I also have soursop. I have whatever's in season. Whatever's in season. And I'm just like on a massive kick right now to get as many different varieties of mangoes and taste as many different ones. And the ones I like to plant. And I'm being successful at doing that. And so last year I had 3 of my mango trees fruiting, and I got a ton off of them. So, you know, in a couple of years, a lot more will be fruiting because I put a lot in this year. Yes. Yeah, passion fruit grows in Florida. It can grow in Florida. I'm actually going to be putting some in soon. I had some and it didn't grow well, but it does. People have it. Yeah, so. I like passion fruit. It's more of a vine. It's not really a tree. And I just got back from Georgia and they had some muscadine grapes there, and I'm excited because I love them so much that I planted some here. So I'll see how that goes, but I know they grow well here as well. But there's just so many different types of fruits, and the mangoes are just amazing how many different ones there are. But all these videos are on my channel, so go to rawlifehealthshow.com, check it out. All right, I'm gonna finish eating this and just enjoy my food without talking anymore, and then I'm gonna go work on my garden. And yeah, so you all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching, and have a great raw life.